The plan was simple: sell everything, leave home, drive around the world.
See how this goes.
After years of hard work and preparing, we finally turned the key and began the biggest adventure of our lives. Before Thailand, before Italy, before Greece, Poland, Budapest, Germany, Belgium, China, the Philippines, Indonesia, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, and much more, we wanted to see some places in the UK for the last time. And then everything went wrong.
The car broke down.
In this, the first episode of our World Tour series, No Going Back, you'll see just how bad we are at planning an adventure. I'm Chris, and this is my beautiful wife Gemma, and welcome to episode 1, How Everything Went Wrong. We've just left the house literally 5 minutes ago, never going back. Change all our addresses over, sort out the gas and electric and the water bills, and then we have zero ties to that house, and we are finally free. This is the car that we're going to now have to live in and rely on. And I don't trust it at all. Tokyo Drift, motherfucker! Everything's cancelled. House is just finally sold. Money's in our account. Now we're on our way to Warminster. Committed to the journey. Just set off. Fucking check engine lights come on already. Luckily, I brought a reader with me so we can find out exactly why the check engine light has come on. So I got 2 fault codes. One of them is System 2 Lean Bank 1, and the other one is Park Neutral Switch Input Circuit High, which I thought I'd corrected because I replaced the MAF before starting the road trip, but clearly that didn't work. So we're having some very real issues now. I stopped a second ago, and then it cut out and stalled on me whilst I was in neutral. Does mean that I can't trust this car very much, and it's a fucking nightmare because we've booked to stay in 2 different places over the next few days. What we're going to have to do now is go to the first place and fucking pray we can find a garage. Might be some faulty wiring, there might be an air leak somewhere. If that's the case, they might be able to fix it the same day. If it's the leak on the oil return on the turbo, then that's very unlikely to be a same day fix because it's intercooler out, turbo out, fix it, put it all back together. So we might be in a bit of a pickle, but we're going to have to sort of figure that out when we get there. Luckily the car did hold out and we made it all the way to Warminster, which was lovely. The venue was really, really nice, and we happened to have made it there just in time for Gemma's birthday. Of course, we didn't celebrate the entire birthday there and then because we'd been driving all day, but we had plans to go and feed red pandas the day after. We've made a friend. This little guy seems to
not exactly a friend.
Absolutely fucking hate us. What? What do you want? Up bright and early the next day. Straight back on the road, heading over to Longleat Safari Park for Gemma's birthday present of feeding red pandas.
This is the chunk, this is Maya. So if you go up to her and then go all the way up to her, reach up to her as high as you can. There we go. I will just keep doing that until she decides to walk away. Feel free to go up to her and get photos while she's eating, just don't try and...
I just don't want to bother her. So I will admit, this absolutely was a 10 out of 10 experience. I love red pandas just as much as Gemma does. And while feeding Maya was definitely the highlight, we were pleasantly surprised to find out that there was plenty of other animals at the safari park that you could also feed, including these tiny little birds, and there was an area where you could go on a boat across a lake that was full of sea lions and you could feed them fish. And Gemma also fed an animal she wasn't supposed to feed when this duck was brave enough to come and steal her food off of her. After spending the evening in the hot tub, which I am not going to show you, we hit the road again on our way to Poole, which happens to have one of the greatest viewpoints in the UK, Durdle Door. Which, even though it was very windy, we were lucky that when we got there it wasn't very busy. While here, you should definitely also check out the Man of War Beach, which is right next to it. And if you're looking for beautiful scenery, the Compton Acre Gardens in Poole, which is about 45 minutes away, is absolutely stunning. And also, it was conveniently close to our hotel, where I happened to spot a really cool car. Cool car friends, 2 friends with cool cars, cool car friends. So we're on day 5 now, I think, and I've been checking the oil every day because I know I have a little oil leak on the turbo. The oil has gone down a little bit. I've put a full tub in it now, you know, the little 2.5 litre tubs in, put one of them in. The coolant was a little bit low as well, which is concerning because I don't know where that's going. The header tank's weird because it's a really long header tank and the fill line is like quite near the bottom. and you can't really see where the fill line is. There might not be an issue at all, and it's just me fucking being paranoid. Hopefully we're sweet. Car's driving all right. Still sounds great. Because we're having a few mechanical issues, I tried to get it in the garage while we're here in Poole. Nobody was willing to work on it because it's so modified. They're all like, nah, I'm not fucking touching that. I've got a good mechanic in Manchester who actually knows how to work on modified cars, knows his shit, knows Subarus. And while we're there, might as well do a bit of work to the car. So I'm going to paint all the calipers nice and blue. I'm also going to fit a new spoiler. I don't know if you can see that from the back. It's got some cracks in the spoiler, so we're going to get a new spoiler. Carbon fiber! And then hopefully we'll be good to go Europe. If the car fucking decides to live that long.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Just parked up, but that is not filling me with a lot of confidence for leaving my car here. So we've just got done in Poole, just left. So now we've done Warminster, we've done the Red Pandas in Longleat, we've done Poole, we've done, what was the other one? Bournemouth, Durdledore, and now we're heading to Tenby, which if you've never been to Tenby, it's absolutely beautiful. I'll show you when we get there. But because Tenby is a bit of a drive from Poole, I'm going to stop off halfway and we're going to go to Puzzlewood, which I know very little about, but Gemma recommends it, so we'll see what it's like when we get there. The fucking check engine lights just come on again. I reckon it's still the same thing of it running lean. Thought we were in the clear then. I was literally just bragging about how, you know, the car's being really good, it's looking after itself, I'm not having to do too much, and then fucking straight away the check engine light comes on. I've still got 91 miles to go before our next stop, so I'm going to keep a very close eye on the temperature gauge. If it starts getting remotely hot, we're immediately pulling over. I'm not driving this fucking thing hot, because that's how you blow an egg gasket. Drive nice and smooth, nice and slow. When I get to where we're going, I'm going to see what codes it throws up. But this time, I am not going to turn the fucking codes off. I'm going to leave the codes on. However, the downside of that is, if you drive around with the check engine light on, and you've not reset it, and the problem reoccurs, you don't know the problem's reoccurred, because the light's already on. You don't have a second warning light. But I think the best bet is we're going to just fucking leave it on. And, yeah, hopefully we don't fucking break down and get stuck. Now that I'm editing this, I cannot believe how many times I jinxed it. The Puzzlewood was as good as Gemma made it sound, and I found out that it's where they filmed all the scenes with the Ewoks in Star Wars, which is cool if you're a nerd. I'm getting outpaced right now at the speed limit by a cyclist. We made it to Wales, car didn't die. Tenby was my contribution to the UK trip because I'd visited there years ago while I was in the army, as there's an absolute hellhole of a military camp nearby called Castle Martin. To escape, me and a buddy of mine went to Tenby for an Indian, and I thought the seaside village was so beautiful that after all these years, I wanted my wife to see it too. I've been on the road already for half an hour. Travelling to a place 150 miles away. It's literally the other end of the fucking country, from the southernmost part of the country to the northernmost, right? I'm driving through fucking busy town centres, fucking steep fucking hills and shit. Everyone driving at fucking 3 miles an hour. No wonder it's going to take me 4 hours. Where's the fucking motorways? These roads are pissing me off so much. I'm trying to drive a race car through a fucking town centre at 1 mile an hour up a fucking 40-degree hill is a nightmare. This thing has a ceramic clutch. It's so fucking hard to get the bike point in this thing. And then unfortunately, everything started going wrong with the car. The problem is, we've got 2 hours of driving left, 77 miles before we get to where we're going. Most of that drive is in the middle of fucking nowhere, and the destination's kind of in the middle of fucking nowhere as well. Hopefully we'll be sweet. Fingers fucking crossed. Drive slowly, drive carefully. You know, worst case scenario, end up fucking breaking down, and then we've got to call fucking RAC to come in and help us. Because I'm not risking blowing the fucking air gasket in them, because the air gaskets love going on these. And I've just had it done. I'm not fucking doing it again. That'll be fun if that happens. Hopefully not. So, remember when
I said that the car didn't break down. The car didn't die. The car broke down.
Here, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I'll show you what the problem is, and it's fucking stupid.
So here's my engine. That's not meant to be there. This little guy should be full of water. This little guy should also be full of water. And this should be full of water. And there's no water in any of them. Because the fucking thing airlocked. Airlocked. Yeah, so obviously in hindsight, I was choosing to diagnose this in every way that I could that was not a blown head gasket. Because I just paid over £2,000 to have the head gasket done less than 1,000 miles ago. So we made it about 700 or 800 miles. I can't fix it. I've done everything I can to try and fix it. So we're stuck here in the middle of fucking Wales for like the rest of the evening, even though we're booked into a hotel 100 miles sort of that way. So yeah, they wanted to recover us, but because the hotel's 100 miles away and they won't take us there, and then we're booked into another hotel 100 miles away from that one the next day, and they're not going to do that either. So I've asked them to come and try and do a roadside repair, because I think all they need to do is bleed the system, but they're not getting here until sort of 7:30, 10:30 tonight. So we're going to be fucking sat in this car for the rest of the evening, so it's not going to be a very fun day. We fucked up this morning as well, because we thought we had another day in the hotel, didn't we? So we was like planning on all the shit that we were going to do in Tenby, and then we woke up and we're like, oh shit, this is our last day, we need to leave. Like we had like half an hour left before checkout. We're like, oh, for fuck's sake. So everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong today, which is wonderful. And yeah, but hey, fuck it. We're warm, it's not raining, safe. We're parked in a safe spot. Our phones have charge. We have signal here, and we've got some chairs in the back, so we might just have a little sit down outside. And unfortunately, our worst fears were realised when we did a water test on the car and found the head gasket was blowing for the second time. So after being recovered to Manchester, I had 3 days to sell the car. So I phoned everybody I knew that was into cars and gave them a good price, but I couldn't find a buyer. So I filled it up with water and drove it to the scrap. Try and get there fast without flooring it. We're driving there now. I've just put a load of water in it, but the water almost certainly has just caused a massive air block, and obviously it's blowing like fuck. So I'm probably gonna fuck the engine up. Really bad by driving it right now, but I don't care. So all in, I bought this car for £5,000, spent maybe £3 or £4 on it in parts, doing it up, fucking modifying it, repairing it when it constantly fucking breaks down. Now we're gonna go sell it to some people that are probably just gonna, you know, rip it apart, sell it for bits, and they're gonna give me 500 quid for it. So huge loss, but fuck it, who gives a shit? The whole point of this journey is to let go of all the shit that we had and, you know, just have each other, fucking go on an adventure. So time to say goodbye to this car. I love this car, it's really sad, but fuck it, I don't need it. I've drove it here really fucking carefully to look after it, and I can hear the guys in the garage revving the bollocks out of it now. So they're definitely not going to sell that car now, because they're going to blow the fucking engine to pieces doing that. At the start of this journey, I really thought we were going to go across Europe in the Subaru. Instead, Subaru's dead, and it's kind of my fault. I'd be lying if I said that didn't hurt. This car wasn't just a way of getting from A to B, it was part of the adventure. I spent years getting it ready, hours working on it, and God knows how much money, just imagining where we'd take it. I loved that car. I love when people ask me to rev it. I love when Gemma squealed because it scared her. I even love when the guys from the scrapyard came out to admire it one last time. If you're not a car person, it probably sounds pathetic, but that car really was special to me. I know that 10-year-old me would have seen adult me drive it and thought, that's cool. But as painful as this is, the adventure still happened. We chased an idea most people only talk about. We built the car, we packed up our lives, and we took the chance. And when it all went wrong, I had the love of my life by my side. I can buy a new car. She's irreplaceable. And if there's one thing this whole experience has taught me, it's that the adventure wasn't really about the Subaru. It was about being brave enough to face the unknown. It was about taking chances, even when there's no guarantee it'll work out. Because even though the plan failed, the dream didn't. As I record this audio, I'm sat in a hotel in Belgium. My sleeping wife just meters away. I brought my dream with me. And since parting with the car, I've seen Crete, Rome, Florence, Venice, Budapest, Krakow, Berlin, Amsterdam and Belgium. And that's not even scratched the surface of our plans. So this isn't the end of the story. It's just the end of the episode. To everyone that's watched this, thank you. If you've left a comment, sent advice, wished us luck, or simply watched the video from start to finish, it genuinely means more than you know. Special thank you to Gemma's parents for all their help. And finally, thank you for supporting this crazy dream of ours. Every view, like, subscription and follow gives us a little more chance of keeping this adventure alive. And we need all the help we can get, given how poor we are at planning adventures. See you on the next one.